Do you ever have those moments where you feel strangely disconnected? Like the world keeps moving around you, but somehow you feel paused inside it. Maybe you're surrounded by people, but still feel unseen. Your energy feels distant, and deep down there's this ache you can't fully explain, like you've disappeared a little from your own life. And if you've been feeling that lately, this message may be arriving at exactly the right time. Because what feels like disconnection is not always separation. Sometimes it's sacred space. Sometimes what feels like being overlooked is actually a season where you are being gently pulled away from the noise, not because you've been forgotten, but because something deeper is being strengthened within you. Many people experience this hidden season without realizing what it is. Life gets quieter, fewer invitations, less attention, less validation from the outside world, and the ego naturally starts asking difficult questions. Why does everyone else seem connected while I feel alone? Why does it feel like nobody notices me lately? Why do I suddenly feel invisible? But what if invisibility is not a punishment? What if it's protection? There are seasons where your spirit needs privacy in order to grow. Just like seeds don't bloom the moment they're planted, not every transformation happens where everyone can see it. Some of the most important growth happens underground, in silence, in stillness, in hidden places. And that's often where your soul does its deepest work. This hidden phase can feel uncomfortable because it asks you to release something many people have spent years depending on: external validation. The need to be noticed and to be chosen. The need for someone else's recognition to confirm your worth. And that can feel deeply emotional because we all want to feel seen. We all want to feel that our presence matters. But eventually, every spiritual journey reaches a moment where your soul begins asking a new question. Can you still recognize your value even when no one is clapping for you? Can you still honor your light even when nobody seems to be watching? Because your worth has never been created by visibility. Your worth has always existed long before anyone acknowledged it. This quiet season may be teaching you that in a powerful way. It may feel lonely at times, heavy even, but loneliness and solitude are not always the same thing. Loneliness can feel like emptiness. Solitude can become sanctuary. And often the shift between the two begins the moment you stop resisting the silence and begin listening inside it. Because beneath the ache, your soul may be speaking more clearly than it ever has before. This is where deeper truth begins rising. You start noticing what really drains you, what relationships leave you feeling depleted, what expectations you've been carrying just to feel accepted, what parts of yourself you abandoned while trying to be understood by everyone else. And slowly, gently, you begin returning to yourself. That's the sacred refinement of this hidden phase. A private strengthening, an energetic upgrade happening quietly behind the scenes. This season may not look dramatic from the outside, but internally everything is shifting. Your spirit is learning how to feel whole without constant reassurance, how to trust your path without immediate evidence, how to feel connected to something deeper than approval. And that kind of peace changes everything. Because once you stop measuring your value through attention, everything becomes lighter. You no longer chase spaces that make you prove yourself. You stop forcing conversations that feel one-sided. You stop shrinking just to fit inside places you've outgrown. And instead, you begin anchoring into something far more stable, your own inner knowing. You begin trusting that what is meant for you will recognize you. You begin understanding that your worth is not a reaction from the world. It is a constant state of being. And from that place, manifestation feels different too. Because you're no longer creating from emptiness, you're creating from wholeness. You're no longer waiting for life to tell you who you are, you're remembering it for yourself. So, if you've been feeling disconnected lately, if the silence feels louder than usual, if your heart feels hidden from the world in ways you can't explain, let this be your reminder. You are not lost, you are not forgotten, you are not behind. You may simply be in a sacred pause, a quiet chapter where your soul is being refined, strengthened, and prepared away from distraction. And one day, you'll look back and realize this season of stillness wasn't empty at all. It was where you found yourself again. So breathe deeply. Release the need to be seen by everyone. Come back to your own center. Trust what this silence is creating inside you. Because sometimes your greatest power is not built in the spotlight. Sometimes it is born in the quiet, long before the world ever sees your light shine.